Hello everyone, Wokey here, and I'm here with Building the Champ. Let me tell you some things that have gone down. First things first, it's been a while since the last Building the Champ, and that's because I lost the audio for a lot of the previous videos. I was not able to recover it. I do have the video itself, so you'll be able to see the process, but there's no audio with it, and without any audio, it can get kind of boring. So, let me start by saying this. I am very close to finishing my Hercule. I only need a couple more belts to finish the second Hercule, and then he'll be 100% done. But because I don't have anything to go with, and I don't really know what to say, I've decided that I'm going to pull up some audio from when I was hanging out with Jace drawing, and I'll use that to substitute for this video. Apologies for losing it, but I was testing out new stuff, and hopefully the new stuff is entertaining enough to go with the visuals you see. Next episode will be with audio. It'll be 100% done, and it'll be the last episode of Building the Champ. This is the penultimate episode, basically. So I'll get off of this. I'll let you hear me and Jace kind of shooting the shit, talking, and hopefully I'll see you whenever the hell the next video is, whether it be Dokkan, Shonen Jump, or miscellaneous other game. So yeah, transition to other conversation now.
I'm fucking perfect. I am the best. Understand that you're a fucking dick.
Yeah, I never feel that way.
You've lost your humbleness, and you're never gonna grow again as an artist.
You're just fucking Andy Warhol.
If you just fucking think you're the best, then you're wrong, because there's always some artist out there that's always better than you.
Yeah.
I'll never say that I'm the best.
The best art man in the world.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, no. I see no, case where... Well, that's the weird thing, is that whenever you hear, the greatest, animators or something, it's never the animators themselves saying it. Because all animators think that they're actually shit. They're
every animator and artist I know, that they all have other people that they look up to.
Yeah. And every single one of them, they go, man, I wish
Why can't I be as good as this person?
Yep. It's a never-ending struggle. It's like, who's that guy under Mozart that was always like, I should be better than Mozart, and then he's like, God damn it, I'm shit. Why can't I be as good as Mozart?
I don't know.
Damn it. I just watched that Mozart movie too, Amadeus. I should know this guy's name. Oh well.
Is it no, Amadeus is Mozart. You're talking about Beethoven? No.
No, Amadeus. Yeah, it's Amadeus Mozart, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had maybe a Salieri? Something like that. It's been a while since I've watched Amadeus. I like it. It's actually been a while. I was just trying to be cool. I thought you'd respect me more if I said I watched it recently.
Well, only to find out I'm not that cultured and I don't know.
Yeah, it turns out. I could have just been making shit up about Mozart in his life.
If you would have made some shit up, I would have been like, yeah, sure.
Mozart, most famous for his song Mozart in the Jungle.
It's my favorite Mozart song.
The people back in the day called this was a real banger. All of them agreed. Yeah, I don't know much about old-timey music. I barely know anything about fucking new-timey music. The only thing the most recent music I heard was the Gorillaz. I listened to that new album, and I'm still trying to process my thoughts on it.
That album is a lot of feelings for me.
Yeah. Oh, since we never got to talk about it, you should talk about it now. So how do you feel about the album overall?
Okay, so I really like the album as a whole. The additional songs that come in the bonus edition completely throw you off. That because there's a concise little story in there, and the story feels good, and it's contained in in the first 20 songs. Past that, on the extra songs, you're like, oh, well, this is weird. Okay, I don't like this.
But then they save it at the end by reminding you that this is a circle of friends.
Circle of Friends is quite possibly my most hated ever Gorillaz song.
I'll say the other one that song number 20. I'm not a huge fan of.
Which one? We got the power.
Yeah, we got the power.
Dude, I love that song.
I mean, I can understand why you like it a lot because it's trying to be very hopeful, but I prefer something a little bit more. You know, if you are the man who's always like, I like the hopeful thing, then I'm the opposite. I'm the yang, where I'm like, I like the depressed endings. And I felt like that entire album was going towards a different direction, and then it decided that the message it needed to send was probably something more attuned to that song.
I feel, well, because they already mentioned the fact that when they were creating the album about, they were like a year plus, 2 years ago, they never foresaw that Trump was actually going to win this election.
Yeah.
So they told a lot of the artists, like, imagine, last party on Earth, this is your reaction to the worst case scenario. Trump wins the presidency, or things go wrong, things go bad. And so a lot of the songs are like, this is what the artist interprets as, the collaborator interprets as, this is what I'm going to do at the end of the world, or this is what I'm doing, or this is how I feel in the darkest times. And you can really feel that on a lot of the songs. But I feel like the last song came at the last minute because they're like, oh shit, things got actually dark.
Yeah.
we got to remind everybody that things aren't, things can be good again.
Because before then, the last song is Hallelujah Money, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that should have actually been the legit end of it, because that did feel like the end of it. But then, like, obviously I can understand, I understand 100% wanting to have a more hopeful message at the end, because leaving it at Hallelujah Money is maybe like, is the bummer ending.
Yeah. It's bad ending.
It's bad end.
You want good end or true ending?
Yes, exactly. If you want the true end, you have to listen to song 20 in Gorillaz. I'm over here going like, nah, I want the bad end. Hallelujah Money, the last line of anything. But yeah, I feel basically the same way. I feel like some of those additional songs, which is sad because I think one of the additional songs, I'm like, I wish I could cut like the first minute of this off and then just have the rest of it. I forget which one it is. It's the one with like I think the fucking British girls. It's the one that goes like, hello, are you on the phone?
Oh, yeah.
And that one, I'm like, I'm not really a big fan of this beginning part. But then, like, somewhere in the middle, it kind of finds its groove. So I'm like, if I could just cut the beginning of this part of the song, I'd be golden.
Yeah, that's why I really dislike the extra songs. Because I'm like, man, these really throw out your game. And the problem is, a lot of people listen to they don't buy a physical copy of the album anymore. Mm-hmm. They'll just listen to it online, or they'll just listen to it on Spotify or Amazon Music or Pandora. All great sponsors of this podcast, by the way.
Yeah, this podcast is sponsored by all of them and the Colonel.
Yeah. They just, play the album on shuffle. And when you do that, it fucks the whole thing.
Yeah, that one.
So bad, because you'll just hit this weird patch of song. I'm just like, oh, well, that doesn't feel right.
I would love it to be like someone who hits all the like skits. It doesn't hit any of the songs, and they're just like, "What the fuck is this album?" It's nothing but a bunch.
I turned my robot off. We don't have to go any farther than this. It's the non-conformist South.
So I can, and now it's time. Elevator going up. That's
Best Gorillaz album.
Yeah, the one where it's nothing but skits. I still feel personally, I still probably like Plastic Beach a bit more, but that's because like, as much as I like understand them going like, oh, yes, go for the party. I'm like, I don't party. So a lot of these are just kind of like hit it, like I'm listening to the song and then I'm just kind of going like, I'm not really feeling a lot of this.
You don't relate to it.
Yeah, I just don't. I just can't relate to the same way where I felt like on Plastic Beach it was much more of like a story of just kind of loneliness.
Yeah.
And it was much more about being alone, and I was much more in tune with that.
I feel you.
Yeah. So, like, as much as I like the name of the song, Sex Murder Party, I don't actually, like, agree with a lot of the things it's saying. And I can't really get behind it either. Because I'm more like, if not Sex Murder Party, I'm more like, home, alone, and, let's see, Sex Murder Party, home, regicide? No. Not regicide. What's something you could do by yourself?
Home masturbate jamboree.
I mean, I was trying not to. Yeah, that's the name of my song. Home masturbate jamboree. Home masturbate jamboree. We go into a home masturbate jamboree. Alright, let's go.
No, why did I get this line on this fucking screen?
If no one's ever heard Sex Murder Party, they're just very confused. That's the name of this. This is the name of this podcast. Home Masturbate Jamboree.
No, you're totally gonna turn off everyone. I don't know if anyone's actually still tuned into this.